Hello, Miss Scribble here, and today I'm excited to show you how to draw this cute, adorable little penguin, this little baby Arctic penguin, and we'll be using charcoal, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off with just a piece of white construction paper, or you can use computer paper or any kind of sketchbook paper or drawing paper. This is just a piece of white construction paper. For other materials you're going to need is a charcoal pencil, or a brick of charcoal, and a Q-tip, and some scrap paper. I just have a piece of paper from a notepad. And you're also going to need an eraser of some kind. I just took one from a pencil. Or you can use what's called a kneadable eraser. It kind of looks like a piece of clay or a piece of gum, but it's actually an eraser. This is optional. You don't have to use one. So that's all the materials we're going to need. So let's get drawing. So to start, we're going to draw the head of our cute little Arctic penguin. And what better shape to use than a circle? So draw your best circle on the page. Then we're going to draw his body. His body has two little wings, and it's almost like we're drawing an oval, but it's not going to be a complete oval. Then for his bottom, we're going to be drawing like a square shape, and it's going to stop on the two wings. And there we have his little body. And then our penguin needs to have little feet so he can waddle around, right? So for our feet, we're going to draw a wavy line with 3 waves for his toes, and connect it to the bottom of his body, and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to draw the face features on his head. So for his head, we're going to start with the beak. And I think the best shape for a beak is a triangle. So go ahead and draw a triangle towards the bottom of the circle. Then to outline the colors of his feathers on his head, we're going to draw 2 arches or 2 rainbow shapes on top. And then 2 circles for his eyes, and you can make your eyes however big you want. Now that we have an outline for our penguin, we're going to use values to create the different tones of his feathers. So to start, we're going to use our charcoal brick to shade in his head for all the dark feathers that he has. So I'm just using the side or the very top of my charcoal brick and using almost like a hatching technique to shade in his head. Now charcoal gets really messy, so be prepared to get your hands dirty. And then we're just going to outline his head like so with our charcoal brick. If you don't have a charcoal brick, you can just use your charcoal pencil. Anytime you make a mistake, you can always use your eraser. Charcoal erases really easily with a pencil, or you can use your kneadable eraser. Both work fine. So if I didn't like this part, there's still going to be something there, but that's going to be covered up when we go on to the next step. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil, and we're just going to add, once you finalize the lines that you like, we're just going to give another outline of charcoal around his body, doing the best you can to trace. It's okay if it's not exact, just take your time. And then for his feet and his beak, we're going to use cross-hatching technique. So using our pencil, cross-hatching is just drawing line after line after line in many, many directions to fill in a shape. We're going to do the same thing for his feet, using many, many lines to fill in his feet. And our goal is to create different kinds of texture on this penguin. His penguins look fluffy, but his beak and his feet are a little bit more of a different texture. So now we can fill in his eyes, and we're just going to shade them in completely. And I'll show you later how we can add a highlight. So just take your pencil or the charcoal brick and shade in the eyes. Ta-da! Okay, now we're going to make him look a little more fluffy and cute. You're going to need a cotton swab or a Q-tip And we're going to use a blending technique to blend his feathers. And all I'm doing is taking my hand and just going over the charcoal that we shaded, and notice how it gets a little more fuzzy-like. We're creating a fuzzy texture. And you can go beyond your circle and you'll see that it gets lighter because you're just pulling the charcoal outwards and it's starting to spread on the paper. So you can make him however fluffy you want. If you don't have a cotton swab, you can use a folded up piece of paper, a paper towel. You can get creative and find other things in your house to blend with. It might give you different results. You can also use a cotton ball. What other things you can think of that you can blend with? You might be surprised at what you might find. I want to make this guy really fuzzy. Now we're not going to blend his beak because we want to make sure that's a different kind of texture. We can go back into his eyes and really blend that charcoal together to make it look more solid. Now we're going to go around his body with our Q-tip or cotton swab to make him look more softer, but not getting too crazy because we don't want him to be too dark, because baby penguins are white and black, just like adult penguins, but their bodies are white. So we're just adding a little bit of shadows. Think of this as a shadow. He's just so cute. Now you can take your pencil and add little lines to indicate that he has feathers, and just randomly put them wherever you want. It's another form of just hatching, but we're not cross hatching because we're not crossing the lines. You can add anything you want to your penguin also, like a little bow tie, or maybe he's going to hold a balloon, or maybe he has a little fish in his hand. It's all up to you. He's your penguin. So remember his eyes? We're going to take our eraser and we're just going to erase one little dot on his eye to show that he has a little reflection, and you can add as many as you want. It's up to you. But I'm just going into a spot that I like, and I'm just erasing part of the charcoal. You just keep erasing and it'll get brighter and brighter. It's up to you however bright you want your eyes to be. Now this little penguin needs an environment to live in. He doesn't live just on a blank piece of paper. So we got to create some mountains. So to do that, just grab any old piece of paper you can find. Doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to tear off a shape. So I'm just tearing out a random shape. Basically just tearing the paper in half to create some little mountain shapes. So we're going to take our piece of paper and lay it where you would like to have the snow to start. And then you're going to take your brick or your pencil. I'll show you how to use both. And you're just going to draw a line of charcoal on the paper all the way across. You might want to do it a couple times. Then you're going to take your Q-tip and you're just going to push up. And you'll see the magic. The paper is going to help create the shape of our snow. Ta-da! And you can use the other piece if you want to. It's up to you. So I'll show you with the pencil what that would look like. So again, you're just gonna put some charcoal on the edge of that paper. Then take your handy dandy cotton swab and just pull up on that charcoal. Notice I'm not going onto the penguin. I'm just stopping when my Q-tip touches the penguin. And there we have some snow. Now we can use these paper to add mountains and hilltops all over my picture. And anytime that you don't notice it's not spreading, just add more charcoal. That's all you need to do. And we'll make a nice snowy Arctic environment for our friend. There we go. Now he has a snowy hills to slide on with his sled. If he has a sled. I don't know if penguins have sleds. Alright, now to finish this up, I think it needs some snowflakes to really convince us that this is a snowy scene. Now to make a snowflake, all you need is your charcoal pencil, make an X, and then make another X inside. And you can put those snowflakes anywhere you want to make a nice snowy picture. You can also just do little X's and also just little circles to really make this look like a different kind of textured snow, or just a suggestion of what snow might look like to you. It's up to you however you want to make your snowflakes. Those are just a few different little options. And there we have it. Ooh, and don't forget to sign your paper.
Yay! Look at our cute, adorable Arctic penguins. I can't wait to see your drawings of your Arctic penguins. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Miss Scribble's Art Class and tag me in your drawings, or you can always email me your beautiful drawings. Can't wait to see them. Happy scribbling. Bye!
Pepper, you should be in this. This is my kitty cat, Pepper. Pepper Scribble, say hi. Don't bite me. I'm just gonna put you down. Okay, here we go for real.